Welcome to the final race of the Season 8 regular season. 15 races are in, and we are ready to get the final race underway before the playoffs begin here at Richmond for the Under Armour 500. Brian Lilly and Matthew Stewart took the front row for tonight's race, and Jack and Chris are with us once again. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
So this should be a fun race. We got a lot of stuff to keep our eyes on. We got the playoff battle for the bubble, and we have the playoff battle for the regular season championship, which is going to be very interesting after we go over some of these things here. Let's start talking about some of this stuff. Starting off, one of the bigger stories this weekend, Benson Pedden failed post-race no.
Failed pre-race
pre-race, not post-race, pre-race inspection, and he had to start in the back. And reminder, he's only 15 points ahead of Alex Grates for that regular season championship, and that's a big. It's not little. It means a lot.
It's
10
huge
bonus
because
points.
Yeah, it's 10 bonus points going into the playoffs. We saw Ethan Lara, he made the championship for last season, but he probably wouldn't have even made it that far if he didn't have that 10-point bonus. So
Yeah, and
it's huge. It's significant.
Pedden starts dead last from that. He's going to have to work his way to the front. Alex Grates, who's second in the regular season standings, he starts 17th, so he has a way better chance of getting that championship from Benson Pedden. And then behind them, Cameron Caldwell, who actually starts right next to him. He's going to have to probably win the race. He's 25 points behind. He's going to have a big day.
Another guy who also probably has to win the race is the 99 of Ryan Bogey, because he didn't qualify for the race a couple races back, and now he is the only guy with a win this season, but he's outside the top 30 in points right now. It's basically a must-win for him.
Yeah, he has to win this race. Either that or he has to have some lucky guys in front of him. He has to get really lucky and have those guys wreck out.
He's got to find some kind of way to get in the top 30 before this race is over.
Yeah, he's 21 points out, so he's going to have a big day.
It's
definitely not going to be easy.
He's starting. That's a very difficult game.
Yeah, he's starting back in the 21st spot, so he's going to have to make up a lot of spots. But I mean, it's a long race, 100 laps here at Richmond. Brian Lilly on the pole, and Jack's got some other things he wants to talk about, so you can go on.
Couple of news out of the garage this week as well. The 53 of Chris Lilly, he's in this race, but he was fined, and his crew and car chief are both suspended for this race after the incident that happened at Rockingham.
And then the one car of Jack Mitchell is suspended this week at Rockingham for paging the leaders and putting up a fight at Rockingham and ruining some of those drivers' contention.
So he is out of the race. He did not choose to have a substitution driver. He chose to just not field the one car this week. So he is out. 39 drivers will battle for the win here tonight. So I think that's enough talking. Let's get these cars rolling here at Richmond.
Drivers, start your engines!
Heard a rumor that he might be in the pace car.
What? Oh, we're going with this again.
So last week's winner, Matthew Dutcher, we'll see if he can go back-to-back. He's starting up in the top 10. Here comes the field off the road.
One more talking point that I kind of want to bring up is the altercations that have been happening a lot lately between Drake Gosling and Preston Cope. They've been getting into a lot of incidents together. Like we saw the 24 hold back the 18 and deny him a solid finish at Michigan, and then at Rockingham the next week, Drake got his retaliation. So
we'll see what happens.
That's a bit of something to keep an eye on. They're both leaving JM1 at the end of this season.
Jack.
And here we go, green flag, boogity, 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 let's go racing.
You never stop talking, do you, Jack?
I never do.
Down into turn when they go, Brian and Chris Lilly will take the first two spots, but on the outside lane, here comes Matthew Stewart trying to get the run off the corner. So you guys see on the bottom right of your screen, you'll see the playoff bubble. If you want to keep an eye on that, that's right there. And on the outside lane, Matthew Stewart's going to get second, and we're 3 wide.
3 wide already, Dutcher to the bottom.
Spot. Matthew Dutcher trying to get 5th from Wes Hayes.
Long race
Still
here.
3 wide.
3 wide. 97 up on the top.
The guys in the middle are not. They weren't giving up there, but Dutcher finally gets away for that 5th spot. And Ford, the Mustangs are 1 through 5 right now. All of them are affiliate teammates. Matthew Stewart and Conrad Acosta driving for CGC Motorsports. And then you have the 5, the 53, and the 93, obviously, in Uprise Motorsports. So those cars are having strong runs today. And already Matthew Dutcher on the move. He's on the back bumper of DaCosta now. And we got some beating and banging in the back of the field.
Ooh.
Right here. Polite got in the door of the 43.
Very close quarters racetrack.
Yeah.
So expect a lot of bump and runs or physical contact.
There's Ryan Bogey. We talked about him earlier, trying to get in the top 30. He has that win, but he just hasn't been consistent enough this season.
More 3 wide racing back here.
Here's Benson Pettin.
Joseph Costello in the middle. Not been a good season for that 60 team.
Here comes DaCosta for the 3rd spot on the back bumper of Chris Lilly.
Give him a little bump.
Moved him up the racetrack, and that allows Dutcher to get to his back bumper. The 93 drives it in, or the 94 drives it in deep. He slides up.
Contact.
Opens
I
it.
think
Oh,
they
the
were
5
pretty
really
close.
loose off the corner.
Ooh.
All by
Ooh.
himself. He was gassing it off the corner. Here comes the 40 to the outside for 5th. The rookie Jay Cortex. And if this race
It's been a
goes
very solid season for him as
relatively
well.
green, you could see some lap traffic eventually.
We could.
It's
And
definitely
we
a
know lap
factor.
traffic.
Oh, yeah.
in
Especially in a
GoPro.
short track
Not
and
been
lap
nice
traffic.
to anybody. Big battle here for the 3rd spot.
Still side by side. There's Wes Hayes up in the mix. He had a great chance to win at Rockingham last week. Then he got caught up in a wreck and could never get back. And we're still side by side for 3rd. Looks like DaCosta might get him here. And then 53 still driving it in deep, trying to get the run on the top. And he's still there. Dutcher's there as well.
It's weird. You get a good enough run to hold your position, but not a good enough run to take the position.
Yeah, they're just kind of dead
So you
even
have
right
to
now.
be very conservative on top, unless
Well, right now the 94 does have some help, but he just lost it. as
5
I say
slides to
that.
the top.
Oh, the 94 got the run to the corner.
Can he make the
And the
pass?
53
He's
held
still
the
there.
hands on.
Brian Lilly continuing to lead.
93's checking out right now.
Almost got a 2nd gap on Matthew Stewart. But can DaCosta finally clear? Looks like it. No, he's trying to come up in front. He does. DaCosta to
Let's take a
3rd.
look. Let's take a look at where Benson
Lily
Pettin
back to
is
the
right
bottom.
now.
And we got some big battles here.
Probably in the back right now, but he'll should be working.
3
his way
Monster
out.
Energy cars all there racing through each other.
Oh, yeah, right here. Cisco, Caldwell, and Michael Logan.
Aren't they all teammates?
No, the 31 and the 37 are, but the 26 is not.
Grates has made a couple spots, it looks like, but Pedden's still a little bit slower.
Yeah, he's
Getting up
making
to
up
the
some
gas.
spots. So the 04 started 17th. He's back in 19th right now. So he's lost 2 spots from his starting position. And up front, Jay Cortex is all over the back bumper of Chris Lilly now.
Maybe force the issue, because he's going to need a win to make it to the playoffs.
And Jay Cortex needs a win, and he's going to do anything he can. Same with Matthew Stewart. He needs a win to get in.
Is Matthew Stewart in the top 30?
I believe so.
Yeah, so basically anyone in the
3
top
wide back
30, they
here.
could just win today and they'd be in.
Ooh, contact with the 09 and the 43.
3 wide.
So
The 92, the 97, and the 5 are 3 wide. The 5 way up the track, getting the huge run off the corner.
Big run by Dutcher.
And I think as this race goes on, we'll see more guys run that lane.
I've been seeing
Look at
that
that
a lot
arc
lately.
clears 2 cars at once.
Those guys were fighting him hard, but
Seems
they
like
cannot
the
pass
field seems to be single filing out here.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that are kind of running the top. Some guys running the bottom. You can really make it work on both sides of the track.
him. Yeah. But Brian Lilly right now, he is still
Checked
almost
out.
got a second
Out
on
for a
Matthew
drive
Stewart.
right now.
But
For a little cruise.
Chris Lilly's not letting the 94 get away. He's hanging with him. Same with Jay Cortex, he's there. Matthew Dutcher, Steiner, Wes Hayes, and Jelani Howell. Jelani Howell, he's up in the 13th spot for the playoffs right now. He's just got to have a solid day and he'll be fine making it in. So right now he's having the day he needs. Remember, Brian Lilly's already got to win this season, so he doesn't
Most of
need
these
to
guys
win.
in the front.
But it'd be nice. It'd be good momentum going into the playoffs to win the
Yeah,
last
that'd
race
be
of the
pretty
regular
big.
season.
Let's see where the 77 is at right now. He's currently still in the back.
He's making
He's
up
made his way out of
spots.
dead last at least, but
in
he's got to keep
34.
gaining.
But the 04 is not too far ahead of him.
Yeah, he lost 2 spots since the green. Alex Greatspect's 19th.
87 seems to be dropping a little bit.
Yeah, he's back in 13th. And now
Because
these,
the Costa.
the 94 and the 70 are starting to gain on the 93.
Yeah, they're working together. That's helping them gain.
Wait, the 70's Connor Costa Motorsports, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he
Okay.
is. Oh,
So-
Chris Lilly's up there as well. Actually, they're getting really close together.
The entire top 4 is Uprise engine.
I almost thought we
The
had a
top 5
caution
was
because
there
these
for a
guys are
second.
really gaining now. All of a sudden, they're
I think-
single file.
Well,
Tides are kind of turning. They get it
Tire
was up to 9/10 there a couple laps ago. Now it's down to 4/10.
Yeah, the way they gained on him so fast, I almost thought we had a caution out.
Yeah,
I'm
now
thinking
Lilly's
maybe
starting to
Lilly
stretch
tried
it out.
something different because he's got the gap but bigger again.
Yeah, he just gained 3/10 that lap. I think maybe he's laying off, trying to conserve himself, let them catch him, and
Yeah,
then he
you don't
pulls away
wanna-
again.
You don't want to work too hard early on, but we'll see when the fuel run ends, because it's a long race. There's definitely going to be some green flag pit stops if the run lasts long enough, so we'll see when that comes into play.
Biden trying to get 33rd away from Colin McCoy, but McCoy's not going to let him have it easy. Oh, battle for 4th. Oh, the 40 up the
Ooh.
track. He slid up, and here comes DaCosta for 2nd. Matthew Stewart
Battling
side by
is
side with his
exactly
team
what-
owner.
Lilly wants to see in his mirror. DaCosta.
Everybody's been keeping it reasonably clean, leading it off each other, giving each other space. So I wouldn't expect anything too aggressive by these teammates
Yeah,
here.
there's been a couple bumps, but nothing really major so far.
Take a flyby through the field, you see they're mostly single filed out.
Still side by side for 2nd. These guys aren't giving up, and that's just allowing Brian Lilly to gap him now. Now he's got a 2nd on him. DaCosta finally clears, so we'll see if he has the speed to go get that 93. No, the 70
Oh,
powers
not yet.
back.
Oh man, the 70 fighting back.
Put a run off the corner for Matthew Stewart.
The top seems to be getting really good off of turn 2, but it still seems to be a disadvantage off of 4.
Yeah, off of 4, the 94 goes right by him. So now DaCosta will have the 2nd spot. Can he go get the 93 here? Lilly, he tried going to the inside. The 40 was there. He almost got turned. Lilly's going to clear back for 4th.
He's got his teammate behind him, trying to get him to get another move on the 40.
Does Lilly have hood damage? No, he doesn't.
No, that's just the infinite ally logos that you're looking at.
Yeah, I was gonna say. From the side, it looked kind of weird.
Looks like most of the field has singled out.
Yeah, but these guys are still battling back here. Greats has fallen to 20th. 77 is up to 32nd. He's running the outside lane now. And he's making it work. I mean, look at the run you get off his hill.
Wow. He's really starting to begin that slow and steady climb to the front.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if he'll get there by
I don't
the
think he'll
end of
get to
race,
the lead,
you
but he
never
might
know.
be able to get a solid top 20 or so if he can continue this charge.
I think that should be the goal.
Yeah, because he just needs a decent day. He doesn't have to have anything spectacular to win this regular season title. And for 3rd now, Chris Lilly's going to go by Matthew Stewart. Stewart's fading. After starting in 2nd, Matthew Stewart's going to start fading, but he's going to fight back.
That top seems to be really working into 1 and 2.
Yeah, in 1 and 2, the top is good, but in 3 and 4, it's not as good. It's really not helping him as much. Oh, the 94 is blowing up from 2nd.
No.
Oh, no.
That's disaster for that team.
Oh,
They
from
are locked in.
2nd. Heartbreak early on for Connor DaCosta. Oh, no.
He's seen this story before.
Yeah.
Well, DaCosta is 4th in points right now, so he's lucky that this won't affect his playoff chances, but that's still unfortunate.
And now look at the lead that gives Brian Lilly.
Oh, big lead. And his brother into the 2nd position.
He's still got cars all over his back bumper. Jay Cortex has been there. He cannot
Big
get rid of
gap
the 40
there
car.
now.
He cannot get rid of the 40 car. Jay Cortex will not go away. He's just hounding the 53 every corner. Matthew
5
Dutcher up
cars
the
still
inside.
there.
We're 3 wide behind him.
Yeah, that's not what they wanted to see though, because now that made everybody else check up, and now the 93 is just gone. He has a 2-second lead.
So we got Benson Penn, he's up at 31st, and Alex Grates is falling. So it's not looking so good for Alex Grates right now because Benson Penn's coming, but it's still taking him a while. He's getting a one car like every couple laps.
Yeah. Lily's got a big gap.
Lily's got a big gap over Lily. Don't know really which one
Yeah.
we're talking about.
There's a 9 on one and a 5 on one, but they both have a 3.
Top 16 have broken away from the pack.
Still no
Top
caution.
7. We've seen some
I wouldn't
hard
be sur-
racing, but I mean,
I wouldn't
they're
be
still
surprised if we happen to go caution free because these guys have really been taking it easy.
Yeah, I mean, as the race goes on, I think we'll see more aggressive moves, and these guys really aren't spreading out too much, except in the front. There's the 24 Preston Cope on the outside.
Let's
trying to
see what
make
the
some
official
moves.
word is on the Costa.
He's still on pit road. He hasn't gone to the
He's
garage
still on
yet.
pit road.
21.
They're
You're right
diagnosing
there,
the issue.
21st, in the middle of 3 wide.
So then maybe could it have potentially been a tire?
Could have.
Cause
To
damage?
see,
We don't know.
because it looked like
'Cause the
engine
same
smoke,
thing
but
happened-
I mean, tire smoke and engine smoke can look very similar sometimes.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
if you
no,
remember, the
nope,
same
it's
thing
not.
happened.
He is going to the
It's
It's a
garage.
valve
It's a
problem.
valve problem. So it was engine related. Look at how loose those guys got off the corner.
Eli Quinn looks like he got the bump there.
Pretty tightly contested right there.
That's Alex Grace. Benson Penn in 31st still. He's going to go to the top, try to get a run. But he's just allowing the 46 to his inside. Most of these guys are going to need a win to get in.
Really,
But
it's more wide open than you might think, because basically a top 30, anyone who's really in the top 30, they can win and they'd be in. They would
Oh, look
count
at this
for the
battle.
playoff position.
Ethan Lara and Blaze McGinney.
It's a pretty tight battle there.
Up front, the top 2 or top 3 have distanced themselves. Now Dutcher's up to 4th, Steiner up to 5th, and Stewart's continuing to fall. Looks like he used up too much of his tires, and that now after passing the 17, Blaze McKinney's up in the top 10.
They are eventually going to have to come to pit road.
Yeah, they're gonna
You
have
think?
to.
I don't know. Get the fuel. They're probably gonna have to pit, but the question is, will it be a 1-stop? Will it be a 2-stop?
We'll have to
Don't
see.
know yet. Fuel's not the problem. I think tires maybe. I mean, both are important, obviously. But we'll see which becomes more of a factor.
And also another big story. If you
Oh,
look
the
at
5
the,
got loose.
if you look at the play, 97's on the
97.
apron. Oh, he tried. I don't know what happened.
Is the caution out?
No, I think he hit the apron trying to pass him, and then he clipped the
Is he
apron
going
and got
down pit
loose. No, I think he got loose and hit the apron. Oh, caution is out.
Caution's
Caution
out.
is out. Looks like it's the 47 because the 47 was on pit road. So caution is out.
Well, that's the last thing Brian Lilly wanted to see before green flag pit stops happen, because now not only are they not happening, but his huge lead is gone.
Yeah, it's just gone now. And what I was talking about, Drake Gosling was only 6 points above the cut line, and look where he's at. He's in 32nd right now. So he's gonna have to make some moves here if he wants to make the playoffs. Jordan Strunk was the last car in. He's in 25th. But guys like Braden Sisko, who was the first car out, he's having a solid day in 17th.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it was the 47.
See what happened with the
We'll
47.
go back and
Let's
see.
let's see how pit stops
after
go
the
here.
cycle.
Can't see any major damage on that car, but we'll find out on the
Maybe he
replay.
got
Oil?
spun out or something.
Could have been debris.
Yeah, you never know.
A lot of these guys hoping for quick, clean pit stops and hoping that no issues arise as they leave their boxes. 40 out of his stall first. But the
Oh,
93 and the 53, the first two off pit road.
there's Rivera. He's a
Rivera
lap
looks
down.
like he's gonna lose a lap.
Yeah, he did. He's 2 down. So let's go back and see what happened. How Benson Penn does on pit road as well. He's gaining some spots.
Oh, the 14 almost hit the inside wall, or the outside wall on pit road.
Alright. 47. Did he lose power?
Oh,
Looks like he lost power. Yeah, he lost power. Because there's no smoke. I think he just lost power.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
looks like it.
looks
Didn't
like
have
he
a
lost
tire
power.
going down because he's not. Yeah.
And he stopped
just
on the
lost
track,
power.
so that's why they had to throw the caution.
Where is this? This is on the back street. Yeah, that's the right move because
That's why the 97 swerved. Because he saw that car coming off the corner. So Rivera gonna go 2 laps down. Got the problem fixed. And another thing, the 84 Faircloth, he was only 12 points out. He needed to have a really good day, and he's running 37th right now. That's not where he wants to be. Pettin only up to 30th. Goes in 28th.
Hayden hasn't really been able to get out of that bottom 10.
Guys like Braden Sisko, he's having a solid day that he needs to get in the playoffs. Nate Polite was 22 out. He had to have a stellar day, and right now it's not looking like it. Jelani Howell's in 6th. He's having a great day so far. So we'll see what happens when we come back to the green flag. Almost halfway. It's about a 39 or so lap green flag run. Brian Lilly led.
The Lilly brothers are running back to back, and the Kupski brothers are running back to back.
So here we go. Brian Lilly and Chris Lilly are going to lead them back to the green flag. And the 51, you are running 24th. And it seems like passing's been a hard job here today. So if you're
Yeah,
up
no
front,
one's really been
I
able
think
to-
that's the only chance you have is you got to be up in the front. And right now,
Let's
Brian
keep
Lilly's
an eye on
there.
this restart.
Green flag back in the air.
Good of a restart he got. Yeah, he got a huge jump.
So now we'll see if Chris Lilly can keep up with his little brother. So far, nobody has been able to keep up with him.
Jay Cortex still. Lilly cannot shake Jay Cortex.
Yeah, don't forget about Jake Cortex. He could spoil the Lilly party up here. Oh, he got loose on
Oh,
the
he
corner.
got a bad corner there.
He got loose.
Look at all the ground he's about to lose unless he picks it up here. The
Lilly,
47,
He's there.
he got that issue fixed. He's up to speed, but he is a lap down.
Chris Lilly's all over the back bumper of his brother. He is there. But the test is to see who can hang on in the long run. Caution is out.
Caution's right back out.
Looks like we got a crash. The
The
8
eight
car
car.
of Bokanowski.
That's not good for Bokanowski.
Yeah, he needed probably a win to get in here today, and that's not going to help his case. Looks like Benson Pedden wasn't involved or anything. Left side damage. It looks like maybe he got turned around and then slapped the outside wall with his left side. That's what my assumption is. So we'll see if we come in for pit stops here. We will. We'll see. Maybe some strategy could be called here, but you're only green for like 3 laps. Maybe guys like Benson Pedden can make a move to try to either stay out or take 2. Because these guys
Keep
need
an eye
track
on it.
position. Looks like we got some
Somebody
cars staying
stayed out.
out. Some cars are staying out. That's Cameron Caldwell, the 5 of Dutcher, the 09, the 24, the 3.
Dutcher's been having a great race.
Is the 77 going to stay out? He is. So there's his track position.
Boy. Well, let's see though, because they could come back down pit road the next time by. So let's keep an eye on that.
And Chris Lilly's going to beat his brother out. Looks like he took 2 tires. Brian Lilly took 4.
Regardless,
Ooh, that was
regardless of what happens though, that's the 93 losing his lead.
Yeah,
so
and
now
that's not good for him. So all these guys are going to be on older tires here. Joseph Costello also stayed out.
it's gonna be weird.
This
See
is
if
going to
some
be a
guys,
good
see if
strategy
these guys
call for these guys.
probably valuing tires over or fuel over tires. So we'll see
They're
if they come
valuing
back
track
down.
position over anything because they've shown that track position
That
is
too.
key.
So let's see, do they come back down pit
No, they
road?
don't. So here's the running order right now. If you go up to 8th place, that's where you go for the guys that have stayed out. 1 through 8 have stayed out, and then Chris Lilly's the first car on tires, and the first car on 4 tires is Jelani Howell in the 15th spot. So we'll see if tires really mean anything. The lap car, Noel Rivera is going to be in the front of the pack, but Cameron Caldwell is your leader. And here's the track position that Benson Penn's wanted. Can he make something of it? Maybe get up there and run for the top 5.
From 30th to 7th, or to 8th.
Yeah,
so we'll see what he can do.
Oh, I thought it was okay. I could have swore the lights were
One
out.
more lap.
Could have swore the lights were out. Yeah, only one DNF to Connor DaCosta so far. And Braden Sisko is in 37th. What happened to him on pit road? He's got right side damage. So Braden
Sisko is tied. He's 7 points below, or 5 points below the cut line.
Yeah, same with Zach Kame. He was 7 points below. So these guys, and Caleb Faircloth, they were all below the line coming in, and they're having bad days. Green flag back in the air. Cameron Caldwell, your race leader. Gonna see these guys on fresher tires. We'll see if they can make any moves early on. But up in the lead pack, Matthew Dutcher is hounding the 31. So far, no moves made yet.
Again, the 47 lap down, but he's up to speed, so they shouldn't really worry about him.
Battle for the 8th spot, or the 9th spot, between Cortex and Lilly.
He still can't shake him. Oh, and he's got a push now, too, so we'll see.
Dutcher to the lead. Looks like Matthew Dutcher's going to try to make the pass. Nate Polite back in 3rd waiting. Preston Cope's up here as well. Yeah, there you go.
31 goes up the track.
Now the 5 to the lead. Could he go back-to-back? Nate Polite trying to follow suit. And up here, Jay Cortex has made the pass on
He
Chris
finally
Lilly.
got by Chris Lilly, but he
He got
almost
pushed
got
out
to
of
the
line.
70 there.
The 70 gave him a bump, but a huge run off the corner for Cortex. Up front, battle for the lead is heating up. Nate Polite now to the back bumper of the 5.
Nate Polite. We mentioned Cisco, Kame, and Faircloth all towards the back. The next guy below them in points is Nate Polite.
Yeah, this could be a big day for him if he can keep this up. We got a 4-car battle for the lead. Maybe 5-car here in a minute. Here's Reese Kupski, Connor Hudson,
Connor
Benson
Hudson's
Pettin.
up here.
Nate Polite to the lead, and Preston Cope's going for 2nd.
Preston Cope out of nowhere.
Started on pole at Rockingham, but just nothing went his way that whole race, and he's looking for some redemption here to have another good race.
Nothing's gone his way really this whole season.
Yeah.
Been a rough one for the 24 team.
Benson Pettin trying to make the pass on Reese Kupski on the top side, and he's going to make it, so Benson Pettin put him in 7th. No, not yet. Not yet.
There. Really think these guys care more about fuel and trap position than tires.
Yeah, I mean, it's working. These guys on tires aren't really going anywhere. I mean, Chris Lilly's gone nowhere. Matthew Stewart's gone nowhere. Brian Lilly's stuck in 16th. I mean, these guys aren't going anywhere. And up front, it's Nate Polite. He's got by the lap car.
Now he's got a breakaway. It's the cushion that he wanted, too.
Yeah.
Because now the 24 has to really work to get by the 47, and he's not even on the lead lap.
Now Chris Lilly's starting to fall. He got passed by Bokanowski, who just had that spin. Joseph Costello is making the pass now. He's on his back bumper. Here's Brian Lilly.
I would say now's probably a good time to do some crank it up. We haven't done that in a while.
All right. I don't remember what button I have. Hang on a second. All right. Alright guys, let's do some crank it up here. We haven't done this in a long time. Let's do it. There was your Crank It Up, sponsored by GoPro. Battle for the lead is heating up as that was going on. Preston Cope is all over the back bumper of Nate Polite. And look who's up to fourth. Benson Pettin.
Benson Pettin is there. There's Connor Hudson.
3 wide.
Reese Kepsky's
for
up
fifth.
here. They're 3 wide.
Oh, the 49ers.
Oh, he got into him.
Oh, he got
They
loose.
made contact.
3 almost got in the wall, and Chris hasn't talked
They
in a
held
while.
on
Where
to
did
it,
he
though.
go? Is Chris, are you
He's
here?
AFK.
Oh.
He's AFK.
Now the 49
Well, now the 49 got held up there. That
40 to the
contact was not
inside.
good for his car, apparently.
5 to the outside. Battle for the 11th spot between Chris Lilly and Jelani Howell. How about this swing for Brian Lilly? He led almost the whole first 50 laps of the race.
This is what we saw at
And
Richmond
then
last time.
He just got bad circumstances and he just lost the lead and there's nothing he can do. He's just
Yeah.
stuck back there.
But either way, it's just
For the
how
lead,
it went.
Preston Cope
Preston
trying to make
Cope
it.
to the lead.
Not so fast. Here comes the 09 on the top. Oh, 24 tried to
Oh,
slide
he
him
got
up.
the run. 24 is trying to push him up the track out of his groove.
He did.
And he'll take
he
the
did it.
lead.
Not
Oh,
yet.
but not
The
quite
09
clear.
is still there. Big battle for the lead. The 31 is here. And now
This is
Benson
huge.
Pettin's trying to pass the 47.
Let's
And
turn
now
the thing
Preston
back
Cope
on.
to the lead. How about that?
Turn the points battle back on.
Okay. And now for
And
second.
look at him go.
Caldwell is up to second now. Benson Pettin's back in fourth. Battle for fifth between Eli O'Quinn and Reese Kupski. Remember, Eli O'Quinn also needs to have a solid day, and he's doing a great job.
That 24 is seriously, he's gone now.
Yeah, he's pulling away. That 24 car is fast. Battle for second. The 31 and the 09 are still battling. Benson Pettin's there. The 3 car is there as well now. Pettin's going to go to the outside for third.
Can't quite get it.
Oh, he's going to get the run off the corner, though. Oh, he got loose off the corner. Can't even make the pass. Hi,
It's
Jared.
so hard at this track when the inside is better on these corners here in 3 and 4, but on 1 and 2, it's better to be on the outside.
I'm back.
Benson Penn's up to third, Chris.
Oh, what?
Benson,
Yeah, pit
What?
stops happen.
Preston Cope's out
What?
front.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
8 people stayed
Pit
out.
stops happened and 8 people stayed out, and that's how this
What
whole field got
happened?
shaken up.
This has never been seen before this season. The 24 is out front.
And Brian
Holy
Lilly,
crap.
after taking 4 tires, he's stuck in 17th.
Jesus.
Chris Lilly's in 11th. Matthew Dutcher, who led earlier, in 9th. A lot of the guys that were fast earlier. Now Pettit trying to make the pass for second.
Oh, what a
From
move.
last
And he's
to
going to have the
second.
preferred line. He's going to have the preferred line. The 09 got loose, too.
Yeah, the 09 went way out of the groove, and Benson Pettin's up to second.
As fate would have it, the first place driver and the last place driver are 1 and 2.
Yeah, Preston Cope's last in regular season points. He's out front, and the guy first in points is running second.
Is it possible for Cope to still make the playoffs?
I don't know.
No.
He'd have to. I don't think he can make it even with a win.
Well, no, because the one car of Jack Mitchell, the first car out, isn't in the race.
Yeah, but he's got to have all the other guys too.
I don't know.
It'd have to be close. But
We never know.
He's still pulling away from
It's
the
because
77.
there's no stage points. He's going to use that as his excuse. That's not a thing anymore. But yeah, look at him go.
But wait, will these guys,
I think-
towards the end of the race, have to
I
pit?
think they might.
It's stood out.
Probably, we'll see. They went a really long time and never did green flag pit stops, so...
Yeah, we went 39
Well, it's
laps.
the first
We
ran.
went 39 laps in the first run.
Yeah.
The
And
09's gaining on the 77.
these guys that stayed out pit on lap like 42 or so. It was like
It's
lap
gonna be
42
close.
or 40. It was like lap 40 or 41. Right now they're like 23 or 24 laps into the run. Preston Cope's starting to
It
run
could be
late
tight.
higher, trying to get some runs off the corner to get his gap.
I wouldn't rule out the fact of another yellow either.
Yeah,
I would not.
We've seen green flag runs that end with the yellow.
Typically, we'd see this at in these kind of races where it's a
Three
long
wide.
green flag run that seems relatively calm race, then one wreck happens and all hell breaks.
Yeah.
Language, Jack. My God. Trying to stay monetized.
And Benson Pedden is closing the gap on Preston Cope. In the beginning of this race, I did not think Benson Pedden could even have a chance to win this race. I thought maybe he'd have a good top 20, top 15 race, but I didn't think he'd be able to get to the lead. And
He is just an
Now
insane season.
He gained 3/10 that lap.
Man, this 77 team is having an unreal season.
But here's the question. Could they have hit their stride too soon? Because
Well,
we're
to
not
say
in the
they-
playoffs.
I mean, if he could come out
That's
here and win
true.
this race, that'll give him a ton of momentum going into the playoffs.
Oh,
It'll give him momentum, but he's got to keep his stride because
Yeah.
we saw what happened to the 53 last season.
Yeah, when a bunch of races in the regular season got to the playoffs and just slumped. Oh, the 24 is pushing really hard. You saw him get really loose.
Oh, he went too high. He went way too high
He
at the
drove
corner
it
and
so
allowed the
hard off the
37
corner.
to gain.
I think the 24's
but now is he
tires
going
are
to
going
give up
out.
a fight?
We've seen how hard it is to pass the leader here. We'll see if the
I think what these
77s
guys
get by
want-
him.
What these guys up front want is a caution. Because
Yeah.
that meant their risky strategy call of not pitting worked.
Yeah, so then they can all be equal again. Because everybody will come down, no question, next time. Nate Polite, remember, he's 22 points out coming into this race. He's running third, so he might have a chance at this considering Drake
I
Golson's
would
having a
say-
bad day and Jordan Strunk isn't really having that strong of
Cisco's
a day.
having a bad day.
Cisco came in Faircloth also not having the best
All the
day.
guys in the bubble are not having good days.
And right now, Nate Polite has a chance. I mean, I didn't think he had a chance because he was 22 points out, but you never know.
For crying out loud, if some dominoes fall into place, Preston Cope could have a shot.
Yeah, you never know.
Somehow, some way, he probably could.
But I don't know if he can win this race. He's got to hold off the strong
Yeah, it would have
Benson
to be a
Pettit.
win.
But here's the thing, could this 24 be saving its stuff?
Yeah, maybe he's letting him catch him and then he's going to pull away.
That would be impressive if he was saving his stuff because the way he pulled away once he took the lead.
Because now if you see the 77 can't have the speed to get up to him, but it seems like maybe he used his tires up and he can't get around him.
He gets to
Because
his
now the
bumper,
24
but he can't
pulls
pass
off the
him.
corner. Very close. You got 20 to go here at Richmond.
I think the 77 is just going to have to hope for the 24 to make a mistake like he did that one corner a couple laps ago where he drove it really hard off the corner and got really, really loose.
Or maybe go to the old reliable card. Hope he blows up.
Yeah. You never know with the 24 car. Anything can happen.
Anything good and anything terribly wrong. Some
There's
contact
Alex
there between
Graves.
27
I
and
think his shot at
87.
winning the regular season title is out the window unless something terrible happens to Benson Pettin here in the closing laps. I think Drake Goslin's championship hopes are out. I don't think he can make it being this far. in
I
the
don't know
field.
though,
And-
because all the guys on the bubble are together in the back.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's
It's
gonna
gonna
have to
be
get
too
lucky.
close to call.
And here
Because
we
a lot
go.
of guys behind. That means a lot of guys behind them in points are going to get
Yeah.
more points. So
Guys like Nate Polite and Pettin is there. He's gonna. And the 24 goes out of the groove, but maybe that's part of his line. He's trying to arc it off the corner. I think Pettin's
Just
gonna
gonna
have
have
to
to
pass.
see
He's
how it
gonna
all
have
shakes
to move
out.
him. He's gonna have to move him. That 24 is not gonna move off the bottom.
at a track like this, especially,
Will
Preston
Penn
Cope
be
is
forced
so
to go to the
strong.
top?
Yeah, maybe he'll try it. That's how he made most of his passes, getting to the front. He made the pass for second on the top side. I mean, this is just some old.
Seems like he can get to his bumper, but then he can't
Yeah.
get around him.
This is gonna be some old style short track racing. He's gonna have to move on. That 24 car isn't gonna move. He's gonna have to move.
short track racing.
I mean, if these guys, I don't know, if these guys push too hard, trying to beat each other, the 09 could somehow get up here and
Oh,
gain.
please.
And here comes a 77. You saw him. He looked high that time. He kind of ran a little bit of a higher lane, and that helped him
Yo,
off the
oh, he's
corner.
not
Here
gonna
he
run.
comes.
Is he gonna look
Oh,
low?
To the
he's gonna do
inside.
it.
24.
No, Preston's gonna
Nah,
shut the door.
24 got the run,
Good
but he
corner.
couldn't go low. Well, I don't think it mattered because he got a much better run there. Man, they have a stranglehold over this field right now.
Don't look now. I mean, don't count Nate Polite out. These guys are racing pretty hard just to beat each other. They're not worrying about anybody else. That time by, Preston Cope ran the fastest lap on the track, but Nate Polite was faster than Benson Pettin. But here we go again. Benson Pettin is all over that 24 car.
still can't get it done. 24 again shuts the door, gets a bit of a
20.
As
bit of
these
breathing
laps
room.
close out, how long can they go on fuel?
Yeah, how long can these cars last? They did not pit.
And out of the guys that pit, Jay Cortex is the first out of these guys. So if all these guys have to pit, Jay Cortex is in the prime position for his first career win if these guys have to pit.
The only reason why they're in the position they are in now is because they did not pit earlier.
24 pulled on the 77.
Yeah,
that
he
lap.
is
Oh
pulling
yeah,
away.
he did.
Benson Pedden is 4/10 slower that lap. Maybe he's cooling his tires down, letting him get back into his groove, and then gaining back.
Regroup, yeah.
Yeah, because he pushed really hard there to get to him, and then he kind of lost his.
I don't know if it takes this much time to regroup. He's not gonna have enough time to get back to him.
That's true. He's just hoping that the 24 has a problem before he does.
Maybe like I said earlier, maybe Cope was lowering him in, making him use up his stuff before he used his.
Yeah, I mean, Preston.
Yeah, because now it
Preston
looks
Cope,
like he's definitely using his stuff.
He's a seasoned veteran. He knows everything about this. He can definitely trick you.
77's coming in now.
He's starting to gain again.
Is
Yeah,
it
he's
too
gaining
little,
big
too
time
late?
again.
No, it might not be.
The 77, I think, went back there, regrouped, cooled the tires off, and here he comes back again with another charge.
10 to go.
Looks to the inside. He dives it in. He gives him the bumper.
Oh,
He moved
yeah.
him to the inside.
But he's gonna have the run off the corner.
He had to put the bumper to him. He did, but how long will the 24 be able to hang on the top?
77's got the run.
He drives it
That's
in.
exactly what you said. All he had to do was
24,
move him.
But he's still there. Pettit
But
leads
now
that
in a
lap.
1-2 where the top is faster.
It's a drag
comes,
race.
he
That's
drives
going to
it in.
allow the 09.
Yeah, the
This
09
gonna
is
allow
catching
the 09
him.
to gain.
Here, yeah, 24, good
24
corner.
is gonna clear him.
He
Maybe
might
not
clear
yet.
him. 77 is going to try to dive it in.
Cleared him.
77 dives it in. 24 is going to have to get a good run here. He doesn't. Can he hang on? He's still there. He's on the quarter panel. Preston Cope's going to have to sail it in on the top here. He has to.
Don't look now, but here comes Nate Polite.
Nate Polite's coming in, and I think the 24 is... I don't know if he can hang on any longer. No.
Yeah, I think
he
the
lost
77
it.
has the run here.
Head
It's
into the
exactly what you said.
But will the 24
All
have
he had to
anything
do-
for him? Or is that it for
All he
Preston
had to
Cope?
do was move him.
Head into the lead at Richmond. This is where he got his first career win. Can he get probably the biggest win of his career right now?
All he had to do was move him, and there he goes.
Yeah, I told you he had to move him. Can Nate Polite get anything out of this? He's gained a ton of time after that battle.
Could we still see pit stops?
Yeah, these guys still have about 7 laps to go. 6, 7 laps to go.
I
Can
don't know if
Preston
Cope
Cope regroup and
might
get
be able to
something
get back.
back?
Cope
Yeah, we got
gained there.
Gainwell
He's
in there.
gaining.
He's gonna have to try again. I mean, it's everything's out the window
Don't look now. Here comes the 09.
But will the 09
Maybe the
have
24.
time?
Maybe the 24 is hoping the 09 can use him as a push.
I mean, pushing it.
Cope's a lot
Oh,
better
here he
off
comes.
of 4.
Yeah, he's there again. He's there again.
77 got the better run through that
Penn
corner.
just so good off of 2.
Yeah, he's really good off a turn 2.
Oh, the 24 really fell off because now the 09's all the way up to his bumper.
Oh, the 24's pitting.
Oh, he's
Pit
pitting.
stop. 24 is gonna pit. Will the other drivers have to pit?
They
Nate
have to
Polite
Nobody
has
else
to
come
try-
down this lap.
4 more laps.
Nobody else came down.
Can they make it last for 4 more laps?
Can Nate Polite maybe gain and pass the 77 if he doesn't pit? 77 does not pit. The 09 has to pit. The 46 is coming in. The 49's
And the
coming
49's
in.
coming in.
The
Cortez stayed
88's
out.
coming in. It's going to be a fuel race. Benson Pedden with the huge lead, but can he save enough fuel? The 31's in second.
He's running low through 1 and 2.
I didn't see him accelerate very much off that corner.
Will the 77 have to pit? He
stays out
does.
this
He's
time.
gonna
He's
pit.
going to
Oh, no,
pit.
he
The
doesn't.
31's coming in. The 3's coming in.
The 3's gonna come in.
The 40 is the
The
leader.
40's gonna stay out. Will he have to pit?
The 40 of Jay Cortex.
Will he
Out
run
of
out?
Nowhere.
Matthew Dutcher's in second. This is the battle for second. The 40, remember, he pit under the last caution. So he has some more fuel in the tank.
But could we see him come down pit road?
No, Cortex, white flag for his first win. Can he hang on? Final
Speaking of
lap.
play, spoiler to the chase bubble.
This is insane.
He wasn't even in the top 20 in points coming into this race. He wasn't even on the chase grid. Off of turn 2 for the final time. There's
Where is he in
Benson
points
Pettit.
though? If he's in the top 7, if he's in the top 30, this could count.
Here we go. Jay Cortex off of turn 4. He's gonna do it. First career win. Jay Cortex spoils the party at Richmond. Matthew Dutcher comes in. Oh, wait. I think Dutcher Pitt. Yeah, Dutcher Pitt coming to the checkered flag. So that puts
Oh,
Jelani
boy.
Howell. Jelani Howell gets second.
That would probably solidify Jelani Howell's spot.
Lara.
Chris Lilly finishes 5th.
This, I mean, if some
after-
of these guys that were on the bubbles didn't have to pit. Great. How about Grace finished 15th?
Could Grace have taken the regular season title away?
He finished 10 points in front of Pettin.
Greats, I think, is already locked in on
Well,
points.
yeah, I mean, for the regular season
but
championship.
for I don't know. It's so close.
It's too close to call. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
What a race. How about that?
That was insane.
Have you ever?
No, I've
No,
never.
I've never.
So let's look at this finishing result. This is just, it's got shaken up in the last 5 laps or so.
Cortex with the win. Jelani Howell 2nd. Cameron Lara 4th. We didn't really talk about him, or 3rd, sorry. He's number 4, but we didn't really talk about him that much all day.
Yeah.
And he ends up 3rd.
Michael
So that's
Logan
pretty
is 4th. The
significant.
Lilly brothers 5th and 6th after having a really good first half of the race. Wes Hayes finishes
Wesley
7th.
Smith.
Dutcher ran out of gas, I think, because he's retired.
Yeah, he must have ran out of gas coming to the checkered. And look at all the guys that had to pit here. Preston Cope, Nate Polite, 77 of Pettin.
Faircloth, Goslin,
Pettin
Tame
almost,
didn't pit.
I mean, even
Cisco didn't pit.
even though he ran out of fuel and didn't win the race, Benson Pettin had the win. He raced his way from last to first, and
Had the huge strategy call,
Yeah.
but just didn't pit at the right time at the end.
but even on the
But
old
this-
tires, he raced his way all the way to the front and took the victory.
Just shows you
Or
what
not took the victory,
that
but
team
he
is
took the
capable
lead.
of.
So watch out for them in the playoffs. Benson Pettin definitely is the favorite, but Jay Cortex, what is
But
he
will he
gonna
win the
do?
regular season title?
Yeah, I think Benson Pettin has it because Grates finished 10 points ahead of Pettin. He needed 15 points. That's only 10 points. So we'll see what happens. Ryan Bogey, he finished 17th. Is that good enough to get him in the top 30? Everything is going to rely on stuff like that. So points will be released later, and you guys will definitely. It'll be interesting
We'll
to see what happens.
announce our playoff field tonight.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. That was a heck of a race. That was probably one of the best races I've seen all year. That was one of the most competitive races, most fun
That was
race.
very
That
entertaining.
was really fun. So thank you guys for watching. Like the stream before you leave, please, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys for watching again. I hope you guys had fun, and we'll see you guys in the playoffs.
We are off to Chicago to begin the playoffs, Chicagoland Speedway, and then Talladega and Kansas will also make up the first round. 12 drivers about to battle it out for that one championship, and we'll have those 12 drivers tonight for
16
you guys on
drivers.
Instagram. 16, my bad.
Yeah.
It says 12 on here.
No.
I guess we expanded it to 16.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys then.
Thank
Bye.
you guys for watching. And again, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys in the playoffs. Bye, guys.